Uvlami or Uvluloatak if you are on the East Coast. One is good morning, the other is good afternoon. There's a lot out there right now about how suicidal people are, different studies. Quite frankly, there's a lot of people suicidal a lot of the time, but it does seem to be ratcheting up here as the pandemic continues. And as someone with a lot of experience with suicidality and a lot of background knowledge in a lot of research, a lot of reading, a lot of talking, a lot of training, and a lot of experience in suicide, I wanted to just chat a little bit about it. I wanted to let you know that suicide doesn't mean someone that's suicidal or someone that's mentally ill. It's not a weakness. It's not showing that they're less than or they're not strong enough. Someone that's suicidal is fighting for their life, quite literally. And if there was someone with cancer that was fighting for their life, you would call that heroic. And it is no different for people that are suicidal. People that feel so separate, so cut off, so by themselves that the idea of ending their life feels better than living it. People commit suicide for all kinds of reasons, but underlying just about every single experience is the desire to get away from this life because it's too painful. And if you looked at it like that, instead of, not to say that you do, but some people do, as a weakness, you really see the strength in a person. You see what you have to face with suicide and come back from. I also wanted to share that, suicide for some people is a temporary thing. For other people, it comes and goes your whole life. I happen to be one of those people. I became suicidal at a very young age, which is why I went into therapy. Well, I went into therapy because I was very, very angry, but I was very suicidal. It's very kids can be suicidal, and if you see a child acting out ragefully, I would try to get to the bottom of that and see what's underneath all that anger. But there's a lot of things that you can do with suicide. You can write through it, which is something that I've done, whether journaling, just free write thinking helps a lot. You can talk to somebody about it. If you need somebody to talk to and you don't have anybody in your life that is willing to hear what you have to say because it hurts them or they're scared or they get angry, you can always call the National Suicide Hotline, which is 1-800-273-8255, 1-800-273-8255. Because it does help sometimes to say what you're thinking to somebody, and also to talk to somebody that will respond compassionately to what you're going through. I wish the world did, and maybe the world will begin to, as more and more people experience it as something that nobody chooses. Nobody chooses to be suicidal. Nobody who's really actually suicidal wants to be, I believe. It's a very, very challenging space to be in, to fight with yourself about your own life. You're your most formidable enemy because you know all your weak spots. And so you really, to survive suicidality and to survive regular suicidality, you've got to know yourself really well. But I just wanted to share that, and I hope you all are well. Not just writing in terms of suicide, getting enough sleep, changing your eating habits can help if you're stuck in a rut. Getting exercise, of course, helps, as we all know. Seeing a therapist, talking to people about it, or finding your pastor or somebody close to you. A lot of people find creativity to be helpful with suicidality and mental illness in general. So from clay, working with clay, to writing, to dancing, to singing by yourself or with other people in a choir. Not now because it's COVID, but lots of different things. People go out hunting as a type of meditation. You can also, going for walks on the beach or long walks, people sometimes are able to do. You really can find solace in any moment you choose to use to reconnect with yourself in the ways that you feel are healthy. So I hope you do.